sorry. So yeah, Yash,
I'll stop sharing my screen.
cool. I asked Josh to do this because he obviously is the brainchild, or this is his brainchild, not really, but kind of. And also that I would love to see this implemented in your upcoming exec meeting for week 4. So that was why I figured this would be better than doing it Monday when a lot of you meet Sunday.
Cool.
Josh, take it away.
All right. Let me screen share real quick so you guys can see over here. So this is just the HE members thing. I would add your individual committees to this. The main reason being, and I'll go over it later, is when we go to SAC. So I'm going to use this as an example of kind of how to use it. So you can see you already have one, sample project, right? And we assigned it to a member. So however many members are here, you can type their names. Say I want to change this to give it to Ciara, right? And it'll be assigned to them and they'll know. And you can also track the progress of where it is and when you guys started. So there's kind of a timeline understanding. If you guys want more information or kind of data to keep track of your projects, feel free to do so. Sorry, you guys are blocking the.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that you can add to the end of it. Like you could add like difficulty, or it's like low, medium, high. Just to keep, like if someone's working on a lot of like high difficulty projects that don't assign them more things, but if they only have low difficulty projects, then maybe they could if their new projects your committee is doing, like assigning them things to do.
And then, as Justin mentioned, there's a variety of options for columns. If you guys ever need more columns and are unsure of how to, set something up, do feel free to just send me a text. I will work with you to add whatever you want. And if you guys aren't able to, one example, as Justin mentioned, would be creating a list type. I won't do that for now in case it changes things. So for each of you guys, there should be something already. I see Meg is already using it. And as you can see, this is kind of how they're doing it. One other option she's done is something called a Gantt chart. And this essentially kind of tracks how long a project has been working or started. And by doing so, you can, put a start date, put a duration, and it'll tell you, oh, this, we've spent kind of this much length of the bar on it. As you can see, these don't have long lengths of them, but the longer these bars are, the more time you've spent on the project. And so that's the main highlights of this, is essentially, using it as a project tracker. But I know that you guys take notes on things, and quite frankly, you're supposed to. So the text is kind of, the main overline of the project, what the focus is, what we want to do. I would recommend using comments to kind of give new updates on it. You want to say someone is working on it, or you want to add someone to the project, you can simply, just comment and be like, hey, this is stuff we've done, and this is stuff that's going to happen, or the current updates. I'm not sure if there's any other use you guys are going to have for it, especially in the Senate committees. As far as ComDev, that was kind of the majority of the things, was essentially just leaving the projects on there, just kind of posting comments as updates for what we need to do. And then if you guys want the chart like Meg set up, I'm sure Justin and I are more than happy to help work you through that. But I don't want to take up too much of your time tonight. Is there any questions about kind of either usage or questions about, in general, about Coda? You guys should all have gotten an invitation and been able to use it.
I actually had a question. So should we be inviting all of the people in our committee or branch, or is this just something we should be on?
You can invite them if they want to, help add to it. But this is mainly going to be either committee chairs or branch heads, depending on, whether it's Senate or another branch, to fill it out. As the heads of the branches of the committees, you guys take meeting notes anyways to keep track of things, and this will just make it an easy way for everyone to have the similar templates. The other benefit, and this is something that'll be exciting for non-ASU people, is this. So we can actually embed this on our SCU website. Let's just start right up a second. And they can check different groups. We'll have an introduction page to kind of give a better idea of what goes where and kind of directory of the different groups and what they do. but essentially they'll be able to see what projects are going on and what projects you've worked on. In our effort to have more transparency in ASG, this will be an easy way for people to understand what we've actually done. And it'll be accessible on the CSI ASG website, so they won't have to go search for some ASG page. Yeah, I think that's the main points.
In order for this to work, you all have to be committed to using this at your committee meetings when asking for updates from folks. And so I don't want the burden to be on your members, just because I don't think they're going to keep up with it, just like the project tracker struggled. And so hopefully this will just be a good way to get everything, like a comprehensive thing to look at over the next 6 months.
Yeah, and if I could add a suggestion, like there are so many different ways to use Coda. Like obviously, I think the main way we're going to use it is the project tracker and the Gantt chart. But there's a lot of different features that you can use. If you were to type in /templates, Yash.
Yeah.
If you were to type in /templates and press templates, there's a lot of templates on the right-hand side that you can kind of use. And there's like hundreds of templates that you could potentially use, whether it's, a contact list or to-do list. So like Abby, I know you're breaking down, you're having your committee members like break down all of their projects into like very like specific methodical steps. And maybe it'd be very helpful to also like, even though like this is not required to have your committee members working on this Coda doc, like if you're gonna have them, submitting some type of project proposal anyways, maybe something that we could do is having them add a to-do list of all of their things that they need to do from start to finish, so that they can kind of realize all the tasks that have been done. And then from week to week, you can be like, oh, okay, are there any tasks that you've been able to check off? And just really being able to visualize everything that needs to be done. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll add a priority list for you guys in the project tracker. And if there's any new features you guys all kind of want, let me know. Justin or I can just add it to you guys' thing if you guys aren't sure how to. Otherwise, yeah, feel free to customize it however works for you. And don't be afraid to send us a PM if there's something cool you want to do but can't figure out how to. I honestly may not know either. And we'll try to figure it out together. But yeah, I hope this will make this easier to kind of give everyone the similar format and how to do it. And then, yeah, we can share this with students. Again, don't want to take up too much of your time. I think we all got the gist of it. The main way to kind of keep your meeting notes, as I recommend again, is to do comments and let them know, and the text should be more of like a description of the project itself. So if anyone was to click it, they would know, okay, this is what the project's about, and this is kind of where it's at right now.
Does this sound good to everyone? Anyone have any concerns?
When we like share it on like the public website, is there a way to restrict what can be seen and what cannot be seen?
As of right now, I'm unsure of that. So I would err on the side of they'll probably be able to see it unless we have a hidden. We can't hide the page. That would cost money.
Like this.
Yeah. So I would say use this more for public knowledge or where we're posted on current items. Maybe less for stuff we want to keep internal.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure how they'll look like for finance, considering I don't know if we want to let people know how much.
Oh, I just wanted to like put our meeting Zoom links up there, but that doesn't seem like a good idea.
Yeah, maybe use a Google Calendar for that. Do we have an ASG Google Calendar actually? That might be the next one.
We do.
I have access to the ASG email, so we do have an ASG Google Calendar, I guess. Just goes underutilized. I can add all of that if that's would that be helpful to you guys?
Yeah, because I think we would know. Yeah, it'd be easier to pop into stuff. I think we would. Yeah.
That's adding all the meetings to it. Is that what you're asking, Juan? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Like make it easier for Justin too. Instead of sending an invite every week for Senate, just having an ASG calendar.
I think it's there, or
What's
I think
there?
it's there, but I might be the only one that like uses it, has it selected.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So for Senate Exec, I think everyone with the exception of Carmen, I don't know when Carmen, your meetings are, Carmen, but basically everyone, during your next meeting, dedicate a lot of time, if possible, assuming unless it's a bonding meeting, to just filling this project tracker out. And again, I feel like there's so many uses of it, and the more we utilize it, the better it's gonna be. Like I don't want this to be another like the weekly project tracker thing where like no one really used it. Like I really want this to be a tool that you guys use to just become more effective, and just being able to keep track and break everything down piece by piece, especially if for example, Meg, I know that the Greek Life Summit has been there like week in, week out, for the past 2 quarters. And obviously I'm sure there's like things that they're facing that prevents them from working on it quicker. But maybe breaking down like, what tasks have you done in the past week? Like, are you exploring new avenues? And just like brainstorming with them like on the doc and just writing it down so that they can kind of refer to it later on in the week.
Yeah, I've been trying to push them on that a lot. Like I ask them every single week, but maybe like setting this up and putting in some like goal deadlines for them will just help them get the ball rolling a little bit more on that.
Yeah. I'm excited for the Gantt chart though. I don't know, it's not really shown completely, but for duration for the Greek Life Summit, say like, can you type in like 4 weeks?
Where's that? Oh. I haven't used duration before.
Oh, just kidding.
Right type of.
Type in 28.
Okay, I guess that works.
Thanks.
I'm Meg the Stallion.
Actually, no. There should be a start date and an end date option.
Right, and there should be the subtraction of it.
So I think you can add.
Well, Justin, we'll handle this on the side for now. I think you guys all have work to do, and you guys can start setting up the project stuff itself, and then we can introduce the Gantt chart by the end of the weekend or something as something you guys want optionally. That way we have time to just kick it in for everyone. We'll consider that as maybe an opt-out thing, so we'll throw it in, but if you guys don't want it, just delete the columns. No hard feelings. Yeah. Sounds good.
Cool. Thank you all. Have a good rest.